Hello and welcome to the Untitled Unofficial Pokemon Podcast, or the Pokemon Podcast that doesn't have a name until today. I have came up with a name. We are known as the Faraway Island Podcast now, but we'll still go with the Untitled Pokemon Podcast because it is more funny and also a longer intro that I have to try and do, and also do very incorrectly for everything. I'm your host, Brandon. It's been a while. It's been a month. Apologies. I've been sick with bronchitis, just in case you haven't seen an update video. As of this episode, I am joined with the guest who wasn't in my podcast episode last time. Introduce yourself.
Because I was a sleepy boy.
Yep. Welcome, sleepy boy. Hope you.
Thank you.
Hopefully, you're not going to become sleepy during the podcast.
Falls asleep during the podcast.
Please don't.
Well, dang.
So, this podcast, we're going to be discussing two Pokemon topics. We do not have a Who's That Pokemon for this week, or a new segment that I mentioned probably in the update video to why I was not here. The facts. We're going to be slipping in some facts for you people listening. And we're going to... But, so for the final topic for today, we'll be talking about the new Spider-Man movie that just came out, which is No Way Home.
Spoiler alert.
It is so good. So there will be significant amount of spoilers regarding that later on in the podcast. So just so you know, you have been warned by probably over an hour worth of content. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah. But you have been warned, so if you're gonna slip into there, sure, go right ahead. Don't say we didn't warn you, because I just warned you twice. But anyway, so on to our first topic for today is...
okay, then.
Well, I warned them, and I just want to go straight to topics, and I am very energetic right now. So our first topic is our very first shiny Pokemon that, excluding the Gyarados you get in the Lake of Rage in Generation 2. So, who's starting? Is it you?
You can go. I don't care.
You're the one who came up with the you came up with the topics today, so I feel like it should be up to you. You should go first.
You can start.
Is it really that lame?
Yeah, mine's pretty lame.
Okay. So I got a handful of Pokemon shiny stories that I remember from Heart. So, my very, very first shiny, which was in Generation 4, it was a Zubat that I found in Auberg Gate. I think it was back when I was trying to complete the Pokedex. So, I managed to find that, I caught it, and I evolved it all the way up to Golbat. That's right, I never evolved into Crobat because friendship was really annoying to do for that game for some reason for me. I just had trouble. And I never evolved into Crobat, and I also don't know what happened to that game save, as I sadly no longer have it, so feels bad. But and as well for Generation 4, I found a shiny Geodude, or was it Graveler? I can't remember which one it was. No, I found both. I found a shiny Geodude in the route before you go to Floroma Town. So in that little cave area, I managed to find a Geodude, shiny Geodude there. I don't think I caught it. No, I caught that one. I didn't catch the Graveler because it had self-destruct.
The worst.
Which is, you gotta love it when you're shiny hunting and it has self-destruct or explosion.
Or teleport.
Or teleport if you're unlucky. Or raw, because that also can trigger it.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my Generation 4 Pokemon shinies that I remember. And Generation 1 technically, for Fire Red, Leaf Green, I found a shiny Venonat, which I managed to catch and evolve into a Venomoth. And I was really happy with that Venomoth because I somehow got to be a Japanese named Venomoth somehow. I think I transferred into a Japanese version of Heart Gold. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. As most of my shinies are. At least when I was just encountering them randomly. But now I do them on purpose. Hey, you need to check out my stream at BrandonMVGC. I'm going to be shiny hunting and Pokemon Shining Pearl. Please follow
fitting.
me. Please follow. Yeah. That's like most of the ones that I can remember off my heart from like those older games that, you know, I'm not purposely just trying to find. I just found on accident. How about you?
Fair enough. All right.
Oh,
so the
actually,
first one,
I do have an additional thing to mention. Shiny Haxorus. You can't count that.
you can't what that?
You get a free Shiny Haxorus encounter in Black and White 2. You can't count that as a Pokemon Shiny encounter.
Right, because it's guaranteed. It's like the red Gyarados, for example.
Just like Gyarados. Yep.
So the first one I can remember off the top of my head was actually Gen 2. This was before I had any idea what a shining / shiny Pokemon was. And it was early game, and I can't remember. It was either a Zubat or a Sandshrew.
Okay.
And I killed it.
Good on ya.
Because I was training my Pokemon. Because I had no idea. And I even noticed the little like stars that show up in Gen 2. I was like, what does that mean? Oh, well, I'm going to kill it. I was so sad when I learned it later on that they're rare.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Gen 3, before you get the Pokeballs, I encountered a shiny Poochyena.
Ooh.
I wanted to cry. Because this was kind of like when I knew a little more about shiny Pokemon. And I was like, ooh, this is gold. It's not its usual black, gray, whatever you want to call it. It was like a yellowish gold. I was like, I want it. But I have no Pokeballs. I want to cry. So I was really sad. So I didn't capture that. And then I believe it was in Black 2. I was going through the base area, like kind of by Undala. I think it was Undala. Anyways, it was either the Marine Tube or Undala Town, like in that general area. I was surfing somewhere. I don't know what the heck I was doing. And I encountered a shiny Frillish.
Ooh.
And I was able to cap that one, though. Just randomly, like, I don't know. I think I was, like, leveling up again, trying to do one of the gym battles or something. I think I was, like, a tad under leveled. So I was leveling up, and I found a shiny Frillish, and I caught it with a Great Ball. Because I had no Ultra Balls at the time.
Not even your Master Ball?
Nope.
Huh. Fair enough.
No, I had used the Master Ball earlier on, I believe. Either that or I didn't have it yet.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But another shiny Pokemon that came to mind, I didn't encounter it per se, but someone gifted it to me. It was his first shiny Pokemon. And it was in Generation 3, so we were able to clone it luckily. So he didn't get to cry that I just took his shiny for free. But yeah, he gave me a shiny Pidgeotto.
Nice.
It was really cool. I'm like, it's a golden bird. It looks
It's
so
a golden bird.
cool.
It's a Goldenberg City.
And then, funny enough, I was also playing Halo 3. Because, yeah.
Nice.
For some reason, there was Halo there and Pokemon. Which, funny enough, is now, like, my content now. So, yeah. My childhood.
Because we've been playing
Halo and Pokemon.
Because we've been playing Halo Infinite a lot lately on stream. Twitch.tv/BrandonMVGC.
Hey, shameless plug. I don't even have to do it this time.
I got you.
Yeah. So, yeah, so like that, we've been streaming together, and also while I was sick with bronchitis, we've also been playing a good amount of Halo Infinite. So expect a lot of that in stream, and also probably highlights. So, yeah.
And hopefully sometime next year in person. Foreshadow.
Yes, sure. Yes, let's discuss this on a podcast. All right. Yeah, is that
Anyways,
all the shiny stuff you got for today?
that I can remember, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, nope. There's one more.
Oh.
In Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. I can't remember what Pokemon it was, so I don't know if anybody like kind of understands how it works. But you can catch the Pokemon, or was it Coliseum? It was Coliseum or XD, where you catch the Pokemon in a shadow form, and you don't know if it's shiny until you like. I don't know if you looked at his summary or if you had to purify it. But it was one of the starters I had gone with. It was a Bayleaf that I caught from the start of the game, and that turned out to be shiny. That was
Very
kind of
nice.
cool. I didn't even know Pokemon could be shiny in those games until then.
Isn't like Bayleaf one of your favorite starters as well from Gen 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Hey, I remember. I'm a good friend.
Sure. Leave what you say.
That's exactly what I was waiting for. I was like, yep. Just give him a few seconds and he'll say it. Like, yeah. But at some point as well, we be streaming either XD or Gale of Darkness, and he's gonna be my guide because I never finished those titles, sadly. I own them. I just never. Well, I own both of them now. I owned XD, but I never finished it because I got to a point where I don't remember where to go. But yeah, at some time, we'll be streaming that, and I'm really excited to play it.
Right. Let's go.
But yeah, so more.
So that actually brings us to the next topic.
But yes, speaking of spin-offs, we're going to be talking about our favorite mainline and spin-off, and also least favorite mainline and spin-off games. I'm just trying to think my least favorite.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go right ahead.
I'm going to start with the mainline games. My favorite mainline game. What?
I said it's going to be controversial.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
My favorite main story can't speak serious.
English
game.
is hard, man.
English has always been hard. It's going to be Pokemon Emerald, actually.
Okay, I respect that.
I don't know why, but it was mainly because some of the cutscenes with Rayquaza, however you want to say it, Groudon and Kyogre.
His name is Ray Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
Yeah, Ray Jeff.
Ray Jeff?
Yeah, Ray Jeff. Use Draco
Anyways.
Meteor. Ray Jeff, Mega Evolve.
Anyways, so
yep, continue.
And it was one of the first games I wanted to complete the whole Pokédex.
I wish I was ambitious, but I didn't do it for Generation 3 the games. Yeah. I very much stopped.
Yeah, I was very, very close. I think I was like five or six Pokemon short. And then somebody kind of stole it from me, including the system. I wanted to cry.
Oh, sad times, dude.
Yeah. And then my least favorite storyline or main series game. Honestly, this might be a little controversial, but it's probably going to be Black 1 and White 1. Just because they didn't feel finished to me. Like, it just felt like there was a lot of stuff cut from it, which pretty sure there was a lot of stuff cut from it due to rush production. But don't get me wrong,
I don't hate
Black and White. What's that?
I'm pretty sure you're thinking of the wrong title.
Am I?
Mm-hmm.
I might be. What title are you thinking?
Pokemon X and Y. Because
I think
45% of its game content was cut.
Yeah,
due to
I know
time
there were. I
constraints.
think there was some cut from Black and White
Well, there
one
was
too.
cuts, but nothing to that
Yeah,
extent.
yeah. But I don't know. Like, I don't hate Black and White one at all because I do love most of the main story mainline games. But if I had to choose a least, it'd probably be Black and White one,
Fair
just because
enough.
it didn't feel polished.
Okay. I'll go with my like mainline stuff, and then we'll switch over to you with the
Spinoffs.
spin-offs. Yeah, because I don't know, like I don't know what my favorite like spin-off or least favorite is, honestly. Like even like looking at a list, I just can't figure it out for my
I
life.
know. I'm like looking at the list too, and I'm like,
Mm,
is it this one or this one?
yeah,
Because there's technically two games that I wasn't a huge fan of.
yeah. Maybe we can group some together.
Right.
Like don't just go, oh, because I'm legally obligated by words that we have written on on a text document.
Shh. We don't talk about it.
All right. I'm sorry. I thought you were open to that.
Anyways,
All right.
I have no
So
comment to that.
yeah, like I kind of have like a few different like Pokemon mainline games that I do really like. Like obviously like Generation 4, it was like the biggest. So like Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, they were like revolutionary at the time. Back from
Yeah.
like when we had the Game Boy and when it's like sprites, and then we had like nicer looking sprites, and also like better animation, and also connectivity to the internet, which was just so cool to me.
Huge. It was huge. Just like bringing it into
Yeah,
the game. Period.
yeah,
Like Diamond Pro Platinum. Like looking back at it, I actually wasn't able to get them. Well, I was able to get Pearl really early on, but I wasn't able to get Diamond right off the bat. Took me a little while to get that game.
yeah. I remember I owned both games on an R4, and I got Platinum for a birthday, and then try to collect Diamond and Pearl again later on in my adulthood. And yeah, and now I own all of the DS and 3DS Pokemon games, and it's amazing to finally own them all. And yeah, so so Pokemon Platinum, because that's where everything was like. It had like the edgy look with like the black UI and like the new like sprites. Like they didn't have to make all new sprites altogether for a lot of the Pokemon, but they did anyway for Platinum, and it's just amazing. And then also seeing the new forms with like Giratina and Shaman, and with the addition of obviously like seeing the Distortion World cutscene and like Giratina jumping at you, I just have so much nostalgia for it, honestly.
Ah, yes, the Giratina jump scare.
The jump scare, which apparently got people, it didn't get me. I was too busy like staring at my DS. I'm just like immersed, and like my mom was just like watching me like, can you stop looking at your DS? I'm like, no, mother, I have to play video game. I'm trying to catch Giratina. Something along those
I
lines.
speak in broken English.
I can't speak English very well, mother. I am only... I don't remember how old I was at the time. I'm not going to do math because it's far too late. Anyway, for least favorite title, I'm going to pick Pokemon X and Y on this one, unfortunately. Like, I did enjoy, like, a lot of the story with, like, AZ, but it seemed like they just... Well, obviously, as I said earlier, they scrapped about, like, 45% or 40% of their content mid-production. And yeah, it just pretty much like ruined the game, so it just felt like very barren and very meh. I know Galva's gonna, or Wellborn, he's gonna get a little bit go defensive, but he knows he knows exactly what I'm talking about. Like they focused on the wrong points of the game to be as the main story, and
Right.
yeah, unfortunately that was the downfall of X and Y. But I do have to also give X and Y a bit more credit with like my gaming career, as in that was like pretty much like the first game that I used to go into competitive Pokemon play. And funny enough, I did very bad in the tournament because One, it was eliminations, and I didn't know that, and I was not allowed my Volcarona that I had pretty much ready for the event, but they said, yeah, you can't use that. It's not in the Pokedex, so just use your Charizard. I'm like, okay. So I was forced to use a Charizard that had no EV investment in... Well, it had random EV investment. It probably had the worst IVs because it was the one you get from when you talk to Professor Sycamore. When he gifts you the Pokemon. And then I had to give it the Charizard Y Megastone because I didn't have the X at the time.
Ouch.
So, yeah, I was kind of stuck with a pretty poor performing team, unfortunately.
And going back for a second to our least favorite mainline games, I'm gonna have to put Sword and Shield in there a little bit too. Not like high up there.
Fiend! How dare you? That was a masterpiece.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I caught you off guard.
A little bit, yeah, but you know why? Like, because they cut out far too many of the Pokemon. Sure, paywall and all that BS, but they cut out far too many of the Pokemon. I don't know.
It's more like they cut it out because of their reasoning, and their reasoning wasn't good enough because because in the modding community they falsified it. Yeah. I don't know if we talked about it, but I just don't want to go back to that subject, honestly.
Yeah, but yeah, I just the whole Dexit thing got to me. Not gonna lie, that and too much hand holding.
Yes. So pretty much, just in case people who aren't familiar with Pokemon, they become a lot more hand holding with their games. So yeah, it's getting really, really bad. At this point, they might as well just play the game for you. Like, really?
Yeah, because like I like to, I like to look around the whole thing, not like, oh, hey, you got to go to X point to do this.
Yeah, because remember, 1995, well, released 96, 95, Pokemon existed. We didn't have such luxuries of the Nintendo Game Boy telling us where to go for our next location. We literally had to traverse through the entire game with zero guide.
There's a little bit of guide, but not a whole lot, very, very, very minuscule.
It's nothing compared to like today.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
But yeah, as I said, they may as well just play the game for you at this point.
Right.
They just have a cutscene only mode where they just pretty much auto-complete your team.
give us your team, their IVs, EVs, their level, their nature, and all that stuff, and we'll do the rest.
All you do is battle the gym leader, and that's it. Everything else is just cutscenes. It's just an 18-hour cutscene.
Jeez.
I don't think. No, I think Pokemon Sword and Shield could be like done in like 6 or 8 hours. I don't remember. Probably. I just remember it was really quick, and I'm not.
If it wasn't for the Soul Link, we probably could have finished it so quick, like without even trying.
Well, yeah. Well, but that makes it a challenge. The Soul Link.
Well, and the thing is, you gotta remember that Soul Link that we did was my first playthrough ever of it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even that hard.
He did great.
Shut up.
He only ruined half the run.
Shut up.
I I also contributed. I contributed out of spite, to be fair. Run. One of them I did contribute out of spite. I just didn't tell you.
Wow.
Yeah. I was Dude. Like, I'm making sure this one dies. This is retribution. And then I got it.
This is payback.
This is payback for you killing my Pokemon. But yeah, we'll definitely do like a Soul Link again at some point. But we'll make.
What?
That's not.
We'll talk about that after the podcast.
But yeah, we'll elaborate we'll be talking about it more and then doing like updates and announcements later on down the line. But yeah, they're fun and also very chaotic.
Very, very chaotic.
Yeah, very excited for when we go back to doing them later on the line, since we now have more free time to stream and also do recordings if we want to.
So choose, yeah. All
Which
right.
I feel like that may be the what we may be doing now for like some Soul Links. We'll just record and yeah, it'll be a lot easier for
upload.
us.
Yeah, I feel like recording would be easier.
Recording would be a lot more easier for us as opposed to like live stream where
streaming it. Yeah, as fun as it was to live stream it.
It was fun. We'll do it again one day, but it probably won't be for a while.
Right.
So yeah, keep that in mind if people are interested in
Twitch.tv/BrandonMVGC.
Yeah.
Shameless plug. Woo!
Whoa. We're just gonna keep on doing this until something happens.
All right.
And then spin-offs.
Yep. You want to start with this one, or do you want me to?
Do you have yours already?
I have my most favorite spin-offs, but I'm not positive on my least favorite.
Okay. Start with the faves and hit with the dislikes later.
Fair enough. All right. I have to say it is a tie. I already mentioned them before.
I will have to mention this. It can't be Smash Bros. That's not allowed.
Well, shoot, there goes my favorite game.
I was about to say, he's going to say Smash Bros. Melee.
No, but we've already talked about
mine.
them.
I ruined myself. Jerks.
But
Imagine.
my favorites, we've already talked about them already. Pokemon Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness.
Boo,
favorite spin-off game.
Boo. Better games.
I don't care. Favorite ones. I don't.
Why do you like them? Huh? Why do you like them?
With Coliseum, it was awesome to play like as an anti-hero type character. It was just kind of cool. That and I
wouldn't know. I haven't played the games.
That's why I'm not saying more about it. But no, I just like that, and I just like the idea of the shadow Pokemon and purifying them to quote unquote heal them and make them normal.
Yeah, I do like that aspect. And then they brought in Pokemon Go, and yeah. That's a game. Shadow Pokemon, they're in Pokemon Go. Do you not know about this?
Shows it last time I played Pokemon Go. Sheesh.
Yeah, I played a lot.
I never touch Pokemon Go now.
Fair enough.
I'm fat.
Speaking of his least favorite Pokemon games. Come on. You just said it. You literally just gave the answer. Oh, does that count as a spin-off?
Yes. I guess that does kind of count as a spin-off.
Yes, it does. Congratulations.
But I don't hate it.
You lied.
That's the issue.
You literally said, "Oh, I can't play it because I'm fat."
Doesn't mean I don't like it.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It does in my book, so. My book is really weird. Don't read it.
Fair enough. But all right. I don't know how to go about this now.
No. I know your favorite. You have another favorite spin-off. You ready? The Magikarp jump game.
Yes.
See, I know him very well. He absolutely played that game.
Totally.
He played it so much that he beat the game. He's got all 7 million Magikarps or whatever. I don't know how many Magikarps there are.
I don't either. Anyways, so for my least favorite spin-off games, I'm probably going to give it to the Rumble series. Pokemon Rumble.
That's the toy ones, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. I like the first one, honestly. I honestly enjoyed the first one.
I don't know. I just could never get into it.
further on.
I just couldn't get into it at all.
I keep looking at Pokemon as spin-offs, and I'm like, I really like that game. I really like that game. I love that game. I really like this game too.
I'm also gonna
I'm
give
like, oh,
a
no.
shout out to the Pokemon puzzle games, for some of my favorite ones.
I haven't played any of the puzzle games.
Oh really?
Yeah.
The original N64 one was fun for me.
Yeah, I never played it.
And then it had one on the Game Boy Color, which I think was the only difference is the second one I think was Gen 2 and the first one was Gen 1. I think.
Yeah, because there's Puzzle League and then Puzzle Challenge.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. For mine, my favorites. And by golly, there's actually a list. But I'll just mention some of them, but not all of them, obviously. Well, this is the very first Pokemon spin-off I ever played, and yeah, I just love it. And,
It's Hey You Pikachu, isn't it?
no,
Okay.
you wish. You wish.
That was the first spin-off game I played.
The first Pokemon spin-off game I played was technically Pokemon Stadium 1. And
Ooh.
if you obviously saw episode or listened to episode 1, you'd obviously go like, oh yeah, fair enough. Obviously, that would be his favorite spin-off. Yeah, so pretty much like back when, pixels and stuff like that. Now we had polygons and all this stuff for Pokemon. Like we had
When
full
circles were squares.
3D models. The first 3D renditions of Pokemon that we saw, and was amazing. And then as well, I played a lot of it. I nearly completed it. I never got to
Hey, what if
finish it.
What if we do like a little let's play of that together?
Sure.
Of Stadium 1 and 2. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Can do at some point. But yeah, so pretty much like Pokemon Stadium 1 was really, really great. I nearly beat the Elite Four. I think I didn't finish the last one, and I never versed the person with Mewtwo, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I never got.
I didn't face
that
the Mewtwo. I beat everything but that Mewtwo, if I recall correctly. There might have been one other part that I didn't complete.
And then I got to mention Pokemon Stadium 2. That was also really, really fun.
Also,
I'm really sad that I lost my save file for that.
Stadium 2's cartridge is actually really cool too.
Yes, it is gold and silver.
Freaking gold and silver. It's like so. This is cool. You really can't hate on it.
Like, this is the thing that I really love with like the Pokemon titles. Like, they were actually really, really unique.
Right.
It's,
I kind of
like, sure, like in the Japanese editions that they weren't that unique, but when it was put into English and we got red and blue, the cartridges were red and blue. And then we got Stadium 2, which had the gold and silver, and then we got gold and silver. Then,
what about crystal?
Gold, silver, then crystal, yep. And then yellow, and then yeah, pretty much like all until the DS games, which obviously you can't really color a DS cartridge, other than obviously for some reason the gray and then the black cartridges for Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and black and white.
Yeah.
And
that's kind of why I like older school Pokemon, is just because they had more vibrance to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like
100%.
Don't get me wrong, I love most Pokemon games, but like the old school nostalgia, it just looked more vibrant, like the games themselves. You know what I mean? It just had more character. It felt like.
Yeah, that's why I said makes them more unique and makes them really pop out.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's definitely what like grabbed a lot of people's attention for selling points for Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then like now we just don't really have anything other than like limited edition and steelbox. Honestly, that's really it.
They're cool. They're cool. You can give them. Okay, let me rephrase that. Some are cool.
Yes. So for the one that really comes to mind is the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee one, where it was actually like a really nice steelbook.
Yeah. I
And
don't think
Sword and Shield, if
I
I was,
don't think America had it though, if I recall correctly.
I'm pretty sure it was an
From
American
what I
thing.
could from what I could see, I don't think there was one. I definitely could be wrong because I wasn't like looking for them completely. I was just buying the double pack of Sword and Shield.
Fair enough. And that was gold, wasn't it?
What was
Steelbook?
gold?
Steelbook.
There was no
Oh,
steelbook
it
with the
didn't come
double
with the
pack.
steelbook. Oh.
No,
Ah, fair enough.
it
Anyway.
was just a boring old box.
Oh, fun. Anyway, so some other like Pokemon spin-offs that I want to mention because obviously grew up with them and I actually really really like them. As the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon stuff. So Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team was the first one I played. Really really fun, good story. Never finished DX, sad times. Pokemon Ranger I definitely want to bring up because first like spinny stylus game. Really, really fun.
Actually, I now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever played through the Mystery Dungeon or the Ranger series.
Well, you're missing out there, pal. I'll say
I
that.
think I might have played some of the. What one was the one that was on Game Boy Advance?
Red Rescue Team.
Red. I think I played a little bit of that before I lost that cartridge. I was not good with stuff when I was younger, as you can tell.
Yeah. And then I also
But
want
now
to.
that I'm older, I'm a lot better with it.
You say that.
Shut up!
you know you keep losing your Elgato and your
Don't talk
webcam.
about it. I didn't say I lost my. Well, I found the webcam. I got the webcam.
Hey, you lost it once. You still lost it.
Leave me alone, okay?
No.
And then with my Elgato, now that I think about it, I actually don't know where that is. Actually, is it up here? No, that's my splitter. Oops. Anyway,
there we go. Good work. And then I want to.
but I think I know where it is.
Pokemon Battle Revolution. It was pretty much a
Yuck.
nice version of Pokemon Stadium, but I felt like it wasn't as
there was no story to it.
It wasn't as free. Well, Pokemon Stadium didn't even have a story either.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
It's
I mean,
not
you could go through. You could at least go through the gym leaders and stuff.
Yeah, there's still gym leaders in Pokemon Battle Revolution. What are you talking about? You've obviously played the game.
Well, it's been like over a decade since I played it. Leave me alone.
Well, I played it like a year ago on stream. Yeah, roughly a year ago I played it on stream.
Oh.
But yeah, they had different gym leaders and different like challenges that you had to do for them just to make the battles interesting, which is what I really, really, really liked.
Right.
That. And then, all right, I'm gonna do my quick little rundowns. Poké Park Wii.
Fair enough.
Dream Raider. Conquest. And that's really it. I mean, I'll give Unite a little bit of love because I do enjoy Unite when I do play it, but I don't play that frequently.
I was looking at some of the other spin-off games. This is one I actually completely forgot about.
Okay.
Pokemon Dash.
I was actually going to mention Pokemon Dash
as
one of my least favorite Pokemon titles.
Yeah, it was kind of wonky.
So, for least favorite for me is Pokemon Dash because I have a clear memory of it being so bad, and also for some reason, like when I try to move the character on the bottom screen, like they just didn't move or anything like that, and yeah, it just made me really, really angry. And I was like, I hate this game. And then I deleted it off my R4. Back when I used to have one.
Fair enough.
And I'm just trying to think if there's any other, like, Pokemon games that I didn't really play. I didn't really enjoy playing. I don't think there really is much.
A lot of the mobile games I've never really played or touched.
Yeah, I mean
Just
the
because I'm not a huge mobile guy, you know.
I played Troze. I wouldn't say that's a terrible game. I played Detective Pikachu. I don't know. I just didn't really
The movie was
get
great.
into it. Film, not too bad. Would recommend for people who would want to watch it or want to give it a go.
Wait, which one was? Oh, Chaze is a puzzle game. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And for some reason, it had like 20 different names for some reason, and I don't know why. At least when I was
Yeah.
like, it had a ridiculous amount of names, and I was just like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't know why.
It's a puzzle game for the DS. In European versions, it is known as Pokemon Link.
Yep. And then I think there was also another name for it. I just don't remember what it was. Because I had that one. I was like, oh, that's Pokemon Troze. And they're like, yeah. What did you know? I know it as this. I'm like, you're an idiot. I'm like, cool, thanks.
That's literally what it says.
Like, cool, thanks. It says it right here on my game. I don't care what you think. Yeah. Oh, I think that's it for
The spin-offs.
Pokemon spin-offs. I mean,
I've
like,
never. Now that I
obviously-
think about it, there's a lot more spin-offs than I thought there would be. Like just based off memory alone. Like I know there would be a good amount, but I never realized it was that many. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. There's a lot, honestly. So
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, I think is that it?
Yeah, I think so for that.
Oh, it's not really a game, but more of a like add-on, the Pokédex 3D Pro.
Oh yeah. I
Because
mean, I wouldn't really
that-
consider that a game though. It's
But-
cool though.
That's why I said it's an accessory.
Yeah.
That thing was terrible because of its price. It was like $15 or something. It was insane. The expensive for no reason. I have no
Yeah.
idea why. But yeah, they had all the different pronunciations, everything for Pokemon's back when it was only 649. But yeah, so if you wanted to brush up on your Pokemon pronunciations, from what I remember, the Pokédex 3D Pro was mostly correct. I think there was a few incorrect pronunciations of some. But
I don't know. I never used it, so I wouldn't know.
I'm only just basing off of
And
trivia that I've heard.
right. And to be fair though, with Pokemon, it's kind of like potato. Some things are like you can say it either way.
Well, all
to be
these things
fair.
is like dialect.
Right.
It's like saying, like, this is going to be like obviously a rude word. So the word ass in
Arse.
Australia, we say arse, and then as well, you can't even pronounce arse correctly. You say arse,
Arse.
arse,
Arse.
and then like obviously like because I can run this down with like the Pokemon Arceus because it's supposed to be Arceus instead of Arceus or Arceus. Arceus. Well, yeah. So we've already done like the mispronunciation thing. Funny enough, in the last episode where this man was supposed to join, but he was too busy sleeping.
I was a
Isn't that right,
Hey
sleeping?
boy. I was
Yeah.
one sleeping boy.
Because it would have worked
I
with
think you
3,
guys
but
recorded
no,
that.
he ruined it. I told him beforehand, and he didn't join. And then I was like,
I told you that there would be a chance I would be I'd be sleeping.
But you said there's a
Leave
big
me
chance I
alone.
would be part of it.
I said it could go either way though. It was like 4:00 when you guys recorded it, I think.
No,
What time did you guys record it? Now that I think
it was like a
about
lot earlier than that. Made a
Oh, it was
decent
like
time
it was
for
like
you in the
midnight when
morning.
you got. Yeah, you started at like midnight,
Yeah.
and I woke up literally at 4 a.m. Feels bad.
Yeah. You should feel bad. Anyway, so we're gonna close off today with the Spider-Man movie. So all I'll say is, holy hell, it is an amazing movie, and you should absolutely watch it if you haven't watched it yet.
9.7 out of 10.
I gave it an 11 out of 10.
Fair
I
enough.
gave it an 11.
Fair enough.
So yeah, so spoilers from this
Spoiler
point on.
alert! Spoiler alert! You have been warned
you
for
heard.
the
Yeah, you heard
time.
Sleepy. But anyway, so yes, we didn't have the Sinister Six, so that was debunked. Venom was in the movie, that was confirmed, even though he was only in the credits scene, and yeah, it wasn't very. It was very unsure to it was leading to either a Spider-Man 4 or a Venom 3.
I think it's going to be more towards a Venom movie.
Yeah, it'd be more because Venom is a very sweary boy and it's very funny. I just like it when Venom just swears, and yeah, we need to keep it that way, honestly.
Right.
It really suits Venom's character. But yeah, so we had Green Goblin, we had Doc Ock, we had the Sandman.
Amazing.
Willem Dafoe did such an amazing job as Green Goblin. Like, I was like, he's gotten fairly old, and maybe he won't do as well. No, but he killed the role 100%.
Yeah, he did. He did really amazing on the role.
Yeah, and the same with Alfred Moreno as Doc Ock. He did very, very good.
Yeah.
Even though apparently
honestly,
he was
everybody.
Like, it's funny, like literally, Alfa Romeo and I don't remember who was the actor for Sandman, but they pretty much did not age.
Right.
They have not aged. Obviously, Willem Dafoe, he's aged a fair bit. Jamie Foxx is the same, and I don't know about the dude who voiced who was the Lizard, because I don't remember that film very well. I haven't seen.
Also, the actor for Sandman is Thomas Church.
Ah, okay. Yeah, he looks like he hasn't aged a bit. But yeah. 100% recommend this movie. It is so funny. There's so much comedy in it.
Also, I think the Lizard man for both in his original debut and Spider-Man and No Way Home are actually different actors, I think.
I don't know, unless you do it.
I remember reading something like one of the main villains, their actor had changed or something. I can't remember if it was the Lizard or who it was.
Fair enough. But yeah, so there was like so many like different memorable things with the with this movie. Like we'll go with like obviously the funny catchline that Doctor Strange says to Scooby-Doo this shit. Like he literally just says it that way, and then like everyone in the theater laughs, and then he's obviously had to say the phrase again because MJ was like, you know, I know another magic word, and it starts with the word please. And it's like, please, Scooby-Doo this shit. It's such a
everybody lost
great line.
The theater that I watched to that too. It was awesome. When he first said it, I was like, wait, what?
Because I don't know why, but when I was watching the trailer, for some reason, because my mind thought he was going to say it that way instead of like Scooby-Doo this crap. Like,
right.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I had a feeling like that was going to come up. And it did, and I'm very happy.
It was awesome.
It was very, very funny. So with the same thing with like when Doctor Strange pushes Peter out of his body, and then you see like Peter's body just moving on its own.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
How are you doing that? I don't know, but it's cool.
Yeah, so just in case people who aren't familiar with how Spider-Man works, so Spider-Man obviously has the assistance of his spider sense. So his spider sense is the one that's moving everything, because they conceive that Doctor Strange is a threat if he has the box.
Right.
And, you know, he'll obviously kill those 5 characters, or because it's their fate.
Right.
And Peter wants to save them. That's pretty much like the movie in a nutshell. Is that
pretty much, yeah.
Tom Holland tries to save the bad guys.
I kind of want to know, like, once they returned home, like, or returned back to their dimension, what happened? That'd be kind of a cool concept for, like, a movie.
Well, we already know.
Well, no, I know that. But I mean, like, I don't know.
Like, the only thing that... Because, obviously, I haven't seen... I don't remember the Amazing Spider-Man very well with the first one with
Garfield.
With Lizard's debut. Like, I just don't remember that at all. I don't remember if he died or what. But I do remember for what's his name? Sandman. He didn't die. He just disappeared. So he
went bye-bye.
So yeah, so I don't know what they would have done with his character, but sure, I suppose. But yeah, I just liked when Peter was like, "All right, I'm going to help them out." Brings them to Happy's house,
Happy's place,
and then like Sandman just sits onto the couch and he just makes a mess, and then he just tries and cleans the couch from his.
Sorry.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I don't know why they. Sure, I know how they made him like seem a bit distrustful with Peter, but you know, it's weird.
It's kind of odd.
It was really weird how they wrote his character because, like, when we first get introduced to Sandman, he assists Peter to fight Electro.
Yeah.
And then, like, obviously he gets a little suspicious when he goes, "What do you do? You kill him or something?" And then, you know, when he attempts to start saving them, like, he saved Doc Ock because he was the first one to be cured. And, yeah, he was perfectly fine. And then it seemed like Sandman was willing to trust him. And all of a sudden, he just ups and leaves and then gets pissed off all over again for no reason.
Yeah,
like,
I did not quite understand.
He knew that he had the potential to fix everyone because he was fixing Electro and he was attempting to fix Green Goblin.
But then Electro was like, "Nope, I don't want to be fixed."
Yeah, which was whatever, I guess. And then we had Willem Dafoe, or Green Goblin, with like him being injected with the serum, which did nothing. Which I was really confused with, because I wasn't too sure if it was supposed to enhance his goblin powers because he was technically Green Goblin at the time.
Right.
Or if it, you know...
It was just supposed to be like a dud or something.
Or just slow him down, or... Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't really figure out at the time, but yeah.
I'm just thinking it was supposed to be like... what I think his initial plan, what that was like, he was going to help him make quote-unquote a cure, take it, and then act normal, but still be bad.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines.
Peter. I just love, like, how, like, in character Willem Dafoe got.
Yeah.
Because, like, as soon as you see he does that little glare, you go like,
right.
He's the Green Goblin. He's gonna really
Something's
mess up your day.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose everything, Spider-Man. Which, funny enough, he lost his aunt. Which, yeah. She got big dead.
Big dead.
Because what was it? She got shot?
I think she got impaled by something.
Oh, impaled, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Because they didn't actually, like, show how she was dying, but they, like, showed blood.
It showed that she got punctured in the abdomen. I'm not too sure exactly where, but apparently it was really fatal.
I think it was, like, on her left side, though.
Yeah, and then throwing the pumpkin bombs. which I was like, Willem Dafoe. My
Right.
God, he's a really good villain.
He played Green Goblin in this movie so amazingly again.
Yeah.
Like, man,
Like the only thing
so
I'm like
good.
really disappointed is that they, because like obviously
He
like
got
he
rid of
went
his
to his
mask.
he
I
he
was sad about his
destroyed
mask.
his goblin mask, which
Yeah,
is like the most iconic thing with the Green Goblin. Hence,
right.
but yeah, I did like the joke that Peter made. It was like a green elf, and that made
Like,
the
I was
entire
confused.
cinema laugh.
Yeah, everybody lost it when he said that. When he said that, my cinema too.
Yeah,
Oh my god! Like, and then with the introduction of Andrew Garfield, like when he first came in
yeah,
his
yeah, yeah,
suit
yeah, yeah.
and took off his mask, the whole cinema like just cheered and erupted. It was awesome.
Yeah, I was really audible with the film. Like when that happened, I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like super hyped.
Yeah, and then with
And then we saw
Toby,
Toby
I love how
Maguire.
Toby came in so freaking like casual. He's like,
Yeah,
I just came in through this
yeah. So
portal.
this. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, and then like when he first came in, everybody again cheered and
Yeah,
applauded. It was
everyone was
awesome,
like super hyped. Like it,
right,
like that's definitely was like the biggest point with like
right.
20 years of Spider-Man just waiting to happen, which I'm happy to be. That I was
Oh, and
there
then
at the very
another
beginning.
funny part, in my opinion, was when Ned was making the portals, like during during the final battle, and he made a portal, and Doctor Strange came through, and he was walking away. He was like, "Wait, did you just make a portal?" He's like, "Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so." And he's like, "Huh," and just walks away.
yeah.
I don't know why, but I found that to be funny. I'm like, "Oh no."
It was like good on you,
Yeah, it's like,
even though
okay
he
then,
still had like a scared look in his face.
right?
Yeah, I really like
Like
that. And then as well with
Ned
like
Ned was funny in this movie.
they did make Ned a bit more of a comedic character, and
Which I mean, it was fun. I mean, it fit his character to be
yeah.
fair. But like, god damn, was he funny?
But this film, he definitely like he peaked.
Upped it. They upped it up.
He definitely peaked in his comedic role as a
Yeah,
side character.
right.
I
And I'm gonna
suppose.
say this now. I think Tom Holland might be the best Spider-Man. Don't get me wrong. Toby did awesome too.
Oh yeah,
But I think Tom Holland might be the best Spider-Man.
I I'm still a very big Tobey Maguire fan.
Oh, I am too. I love. I mean, I love all
I
three of
grew
them.
up with the film. I went to
Yeah,
the movie when
yeah,
it like first released back
yeah.
in 2001, I think.
I think I went to see the second movie in
I
theaters.
watched the first and second Tobey Maguire film in
Yeah.
theaters. And then someone was like, "Hey, did you know I pirated this movie and here you go, Spider-Man 3." And then I watched Spider-Man 3.
Fair enough.
And that's
But
oh yeah, it's
I don't know. I
just so
feel
good.
like between Tom and Toby, they're like neck and neck. But I'm giving the edge just a smidgen to Tom. I don't know if it's
Fair
because he
enough.
brings like comedic tone to it or like this coming of age type thing, you know. But
I
I feel like
guess.
Tom did a really good job with it. Like,
Absolutely. He did a very good role with Peter Parker
yeah,
in the
yeah,
2010s or late
yeah.
2010s
Like
Spider-Man
again, I'll
films.
say this: Andrew Garfield in No Way Home, much better in No Way Home than his actual movies.
Yes, which is very unfortunate for him.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but
especially when we like first
he
see
peaked
him,
in
it's
this
like
movie.
you're like, "Yeah, I'm Peter Parker. I don't carry my wallet on me, but
I know,
can you
like
like,
it's so funny.
all right, I'll just
He's like,
up on
there's
the wall."
this whole thing about anonymity or something.
Yeah.
It was
All
kind
right,
of funny.
all right. How about you just crawl around the wall? What? Yeah, just
Crawl
crawl
on
around the
he's
wall.
stuck to the wall. It's like crawl on the wall. What?
Yeah, they
Isn't
just
this? I'm
and
pretty sure this is
MJ's still
sufficient.
throwing bread at him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, can you? He's like, can you just stop throwing bread at me?
Yeah.
Well, isn't your spider tingling or whatever? And he's like, well, not
Yeah,
for
yeah,
bread.
not for bread. I just love the way that he said it was so
I
good.
know. I'm buying it when this movie comes to DVD, Blu-ray. I'm buying it because my God, I need to watch it again.
Yeah, at some point, what we'll do is we're gonna have like a we'll have a stream party and everyone is gonna like watch. We're gonna watch Homecoming.
Right.
We'll watch Homecoming and then we'll go to all the way
Far From Home.
No Way Home, then Far From Home.
And then Home.
We gotta binge watch these movies. They're so good.
Right. Fuck, man. So good.
Yeah, it really is. I'm just trying to remember like other memorable moments, and then as well with Ned's grandmother or Lola, as they say.
Yeah.
Which funny enough, Philippines. That's where I'm half of. I'm half of that. So yeah, I somewhat understood the language that was being spoken. It was like, yeah, my Lola. She said, could you, while you're up there, can you get the spider webs up there? In the corner.
Could you guys clean up the spider?
And then after like
shot.
Yeah, can you clean up the spider webs that you just shot?
I love how Andrew's like, oh yeah, sure. He picks up some of the shit behind him, wipes it down, and then honestly, I think this might be the funniest part of the movie. Them talking about the fucking spider web from their hands.
Yes. So the conversation they had on the Statue of Liberty, I nearly called it something very different.
Fair enough.
I called it like the Empire State Statue, which is obviously incorrect. And I'm obviously
fair enough.
That's when you obviously need to sleep. But yeah, so pretty much like they were waiting for the villains to pretty much attack them so they can
for the fight,
they can fix them up and all that stuff. They just pretty much talk about the web situation. It's going like,
well, they talk about like their villains and all that.
So they go like, yeah. So what's the craziest villains you guys battled? Well, you looks like you've met some of them.
Right?
Yeah, I love how
like the way he said that was funny. The way he the way he delivered that was awesome.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, so I versed this purple alien like in space, and then back here. I was like,
I love how they're like, wait, you were in space?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I versed a black slime alien thing. Black goo alien thing. I think that's what he said. I know he says goo in it at some point.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, and you compared to you guys, I'm the lamest one here. I versed a Russian guy in a rhino suit. I'm like, oh, right? That feels so bad, but it's so funny too.
Like, I felt so bad for Andrew. Like, the way that they made him like a depressed fucking Spider-Man at that point.
They made him feel like he is the worst human, the worst Spider-Man to ever exist.
Right? Like, I actually felt bad for him.
Yeah, I was like, I feel bad for you, dude. Now, like your career got
they
like
ripped him a new one during the movie. It's like,
I just love that. Like their chemistry together just worked really, really well.
Yeah, I was surprised how well all three of them, like their chemistry was on point. Like, honestly, I want another one. I want another multiverse movie like this.
I just want another Spider-Man one.
Well, I know they're making another. Well, yeah, that too. Well, I know they're making another Miles Morales movie.
Yeah. And then, funny enough, late in the movie as well, Jamie Foxx's Electro was like, "Man, I wish you were black."
I thought you were black. And they're like, "That's Miles Morales."
And then we'll go, maybe like there's a black Spider-Man somewhere out there. And like,
when he said that, I yelled Miles Morales in the movie theaters.
Rude. But yeah,
I was like,
I just like that. I like that. Was really, really funny.
Right, like just a couple of hints here and there about other stuff like that.
I just like that they're referring to that because it almost felt like they were gonna like have a Miles Morales appear in the movie, but obviously
I know. I was like, wait a minute, are they gonna have Miles in this movie now? The fuck?
I was like really keen to see if there was gonna be
I know
him coming up.
Like I was like, wait, are one of the after credits gonna have Miles in it? Hold up.
It would have been nice, but no.
I wonder how they would do Miles in live action now that I think about it.
I don't know. I don't really want to discuss that.
Fair enough.
Because it would just go a lot longer than unnecessarily.
Right.
What else is there I can talk about? Oh yeah, when
We
like
talked about their web
the
spin.
Spider-Man. No, we'll go back to that in a sec. Where
Right.
they talk about like, we need to work as a team. Yeah, I was in a.
Oh, yeah.
Have any of you guys worked in a team? No, we've
Nope.
been both solo. Oh yeah, don't worry, I was part of a team. You were? Yeah, they'll call the Avengers. Oh,
Cool.
the Avengers.
What's that?
What is that? Is
You're
that some sort of
They're like,
band?
oh, that sounds cool. Cool. What was that? Some band?
Some band.
It's like, he's like, never mind. I'll explain later.
Just use your spider tingle.
Right? Just trust your spider tingle and us or something like that.
Yeah, and then it was
Like that. It was fun. It was funny.
it was so good. Like this movie is just a masterpiece. Like I rarely go to like
it could have
film.
even been better. Like the fact that they could have even made it better though, and it was already amazing.
Yeah. They could have literally called it the Ultimate Spider-Man movie, but they didn't.
Right? They had to go with No Way Home.
I mean, it would have spoiled a lot to be fair, so.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, 100% a masterpiece of a film. Like, there was only like two movies I ever went to that I went to rewatch, and it was both this year. So I rewatched Godzilla vs. Kong twice. I watched one in a 4D cinema, which was okay.
That would be
I
cool.
wouldn't really recommend it because they abuse the crap out of the chairs where they will just rock and shake you all over the place. Like I felt like I got whiplash at some point, and it was just at the starting, the introduction to the film.
Oh dang!
Like it was
so long
some
story short,
vigorous.
Don't go to it if you have motion sickness.
Don't go to it if you're going to watch a movie that has a lot of movement. But other than that, sure, go ahead and watch a 4D film. Up to you. But yeah, so watch that twice. To be fair, I do really enjoy that movie, and the same with this movie. I really, really, really enjoyed it.
Right.
I'd be really disappointed if this doesn't get like film of the year.
Right. I think it already made almost $1 billion just on its opening day.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It made a lot of money.
I think it was like at 958 billion, or not billion, sorry, million.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so pretty much to go back to like when they were talking about like each other's webbing. So it pretty much started when they went like in the science lab trying to prepare all of the different ways to cure the
Wait, were they in
villains.
were they in the science lab, or were they
at the science lab first talking about it, and then they elaborated more while they're on the Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
Because they were like, yeah, I'm gonna make like my spider fluid. I was like, wait, really? So you can't do this? Whoa, how'd you do that? Oh, you know, I make it. It's mine. And then they talk about it on the Statue of Liberty. They go, you know, that web you do, you know, how do you do it? Yeah. Well, you know, it's like breathing and stuff like that. It just comes naturally. Does web come from anywhere else?
No, just my hands, just my wrists.
I just love that so much.
Like when he said that, I had to hold back my laughter because nobody else was laughing at it, but I got the joke.
Really? No one laughed in your theater?
I don't think any. I think the joke went over everybody's head in the theater. Sadly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Americans are dumb.
Can confirm.
Because, like, I mean, sure, Australians, in your backyard, you probably have, like, a big huntsman. Yeah, probably got, like, several dozen. What of it? I only just full on said the word.
I know you were about to say that.
I know.
I was about to be like, no, stop.
He knows
stop.
me too well.
I was about to
He
say
knew
stop.
exactly what I was going to say.
Luckily, you caught yourself, but I was just about to say stop.
Yeah, so pretty much that. But no, we just understand comedy.
Like
We
it was
understand
hilarious.
a good joke, and obviously we are all massive Spider-Man fans. It seems that went there.
Oh my god, everybody loved the movie though. Like in the cinema, you could tell everybody had an absolute blast.
Everybody was talking about it. I think someone was predicting the Doctor Strange thing that happened last. I'm like, whatever. I don't really watch Doctor Strange, honestly.
Right.
I think I
was kinda
attempted
cool.
to watch it, but funny enough, it was on New Year's. But I was like, I'm just not feeling it, honestly.
Fair enough.
I don't know why. I just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, like honestly, it was just awesome. I loved it. Great movie. Great
Amazing movie. Absolutely top quality. I will not stop saying that. Like, it's just so good. Like, please watch the movie. I know you have probably been listening to our spoiler rant and stuff like that, but please watch the movie if you haven't.
Even with
seen
it being spoiled, I feel like it would have been an amazing.
Watch the movie, like 100%. If you go to a public screening, don't go to like a gold class or VIP or whatever. Like, don't do that. It's like, honestly, I feel like it ruins the experience for everybody because people are just quiet and they're not really that audible.
Yeah.
Or if you feel like you're obligated that you can't be audible, because you just go, yeah, people are just gonna look at and stare at you, just gonna like
and be like, shut up.
I'm enjoying the movie. What of it?
Right.
Like, yeah, because I was very, very audible in my first viewing. Like, I was super excited, especially when Green Goblin came out. I was like,
when Green, I yelled when Green Goblin first showed up. Like, even when Doc Ock came, I'm like, Doc Ock!
Yeah. So good. Like, even when like the amount of stuff that we saw in the trailer, like,
right.
It's just still
Hello,
so
Peter.
good being. Hello, Peter.
Oh, and the way that Doc Ock reacts when he realizes that
like,
Peter isn't his Peter.
You're not Peter.
So confused.
Oh yeah, I just liked it when they go back to Doctor Strange's lab, go to his Undercroft, and they go like,
right.
Hey, do you know Peter Parker? Yeah. Is that him? No.
they look at, then he's like, yeah.
Yeah. And then as well, I did like the thing with like Green Goblin, or when he's in Norman Osborn, like you can see that he's like wearing green, which is like hinting that, you know, he's still he's still a baddie.
Goblin. Yeah. Man, it was so cool.
Yeah.
God, that movie was so darn good.
It was so good.
I want to go watch it again.
I would like to, but I feel like it would be unnecessary. Because
I'm gonna go watch it.
Fair enough. And while he books his tickets to watch the movie once again, is there anything else you want to add to about the movie?
Go watch it.
I mean,
that's all I can say is go watch it. Go
like
watch it.
Any other like scenes
awesome
in particular?
Movie. The fight between Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and Peter was interesting. Very trippy.
Yes. Especially because like I was watching at a really weird angle. I'm like, this is giving me a bit of a headache.
I was like, I'm getting dizzy.
But yeah, like the fighting and stuff like that was really, really interesting to see in the mirror universe. I think it's what Doctor Strange called it. The mirror dimension, the mirror dimension.
Something like that.
Which was pretty much like his domain that he took control.
Yeah. And Spider-Man was like, this is math! I like math!
Yeah, and he just goes, shit like that. You know what? Does this crazy thing, traps Doctor Strange, then takes his ring, and then you just see him just go, ow.
Bye.
And then leaves.
Like, after he takes the ring, Doctor Strange is like, ow.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then as well, like the jokes about the birthdays. Do you remember that?
don't think so, actually.
So it was pretty much like Doc Ock was like, "You got magic in this universe."
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah. Now I remember. Okay,
what, like
he's a wizard.
birthdays?
No, I was talking about the wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. Wait, that's not the right. That's not the right movie. Anyways,
And this
I
is
love
where
how
I
they
kick him out
always
of the
refer to
call.
I was just laughing how they always refer to Doctor Strange as the wizard.
As a wizard, yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
So I forgot which character called him Dungeons and Dragons.
oh god, was it? It wasn't.
It was
Sam,
Electro. It was Electro. Yeah.
It was Electro.
Like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, like
I
was like,
that's an interesting reference.
I'm like, well, yeah, that makes sense.
That's gonna confuse a lot of people who aren't familiar with Dungeons and Dragons.
Like, I've never done D&D, but like, I know enough about it to know the reference.
Yeah, I am in a crowd of people who are quite familiar with said topic.
Right.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh hey, go to that magic. A lot of birthdays. Yeah, I just love that so much. Like all the actors did very, very well to jump off each other's
awesome.
and make everything work very, very well.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like some characters weren't so great, some were just flat out confusing, and then others just killed it.
Right. But like the movie was awesome. Period. Like.
Yep. 100%.
So damn good. So damn good.
Really, really is. I'm just happy that J.K. Simmons is back.
Right.
That he was doing the Spider-Man, the villain.
Oh no! I saw that. I was like, oh no.
I was super hyped.
Stop. Like when he showed up, everybody clapped again too.
Yeah. The thing is, like, as well, what I thought was really, really confusing and inconsistent. So, like, I'm assuming this was probably recorded during lockdown. Oh, when we had a lockdown at some point, because we saw J.K. Simmons when he was like doing the first initial recording for the Daily Bugle. We see that he's in a room with like a green screen in the back, and then when we see him again, he's in like a studio type of deal.
I did notice that a little bit,
which was really interesting. Just in case for those who didn't actually catch that, like, yeah, it was really weird.
I did kind of notice that, but I wasn't like paying really close attention.
J. Jonah Jameson. Get me a picture of Spider-Man. But yeah, it was really good.
And let's just talk about the effects in the movie were awesome. They were really good. Like really good.
All but one that I noticed during my second watching was when we see Aunt May's character. She is holding what seems to be a bit of concrete and I think a steel. It kind of looks like Thor's hammer, but it looked really poorly made. I don't know if it was like CG or like a
probably
thing
just
that
like
they used green screen on, or they didn't like make it, but the prop looked really, really bad. Like it was really off-putting to me. Like, it's supposed to be such an emotional scene happening, and then, well, it was coming up to a very emotional scene about to happen, and then you just see like a really bad prop or whatever, and it just does not look realistic and really ruined it.
Right.
Well, only that like little element ruined it for me.
Also, can we talk about how Doc Ock's tentacles looked really badass once like absorbed
with the nanotech? Yeah.
That was I liked the red. The red looked really cool on him.
Yeah. I just thought it was really interesting that because it seemed like he had a upgrade on his thing when we saw it initially in the trailer, but obviously it was just Peter just going like, look at me, I can control your things now.
And then Peter has fun. He's like waving and doing a bunch of random shit. It's like, bro.
And then he saves the woman, and he goes, "Yeah, you're a hero."
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that you and your friends get into the school. No, it's just fine. I said you and your friends.
I know, it's like shut up and take the win, dude.
I'm like, all right. He got no respect, obviously.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's so much like moments in this movie, like it's just so good.
Right? Like, man, oh man, it was so awesome.
Yeah, and I don't think I have anything else to really add on at the top of my head, and I really hope I don't have anything else to add on because I would just go more of a tangent than I already am. Like, obviously, like this is a really good film, so
yeah,
it's
like,
imagine if Pokemon was as good as this.
Oh my god.
I know, right? Ash Ketchum meets young Ash Ketchum, and then other Ash Ketchum.
Not Ash Ketchum. Red.
Ooh.
Red.
So we could have like red,
Ash,
red and gold.
Ash, gold. Silver, yellow. Bring all of them. Screw it. Just bring them all up. Bring them all in.
No, absolutely not. That would be a cluster.
Exactly.
And that would initially ruin it because there would literally be no story and no one would understand the characters. I know because film. What? But yeah.
Fair enough.
I know because I know how to write. But yeah, it'd be interesting if we ever get like a Pokemon film like that will ever be that good. I don't think
that would be really cool. You think that they would? I feel like Pokemon would be a big enough IP to do that.
Well, at this point, they just go, that looks like a good idea. Let's piggyback off of that and see what we can do, and then completely mess it up.
Right.
Although
know. Detective Pikachu, that was good. You got to at least say that.
Yeah.
That was good. And the CGI in it was pretty darn good too. Although some of them did look a little wonky.
Yeah, I mean, like the Bulbasaurs didn't look that appealing.
They didn't look bad though.
They
didn't look appealing, but they didn't look awful.
I feel like Mewtwo was a bit too lanky for my liking.
Yeah.
Mr. Mime was terrifying.
Mr. Mime was awesome.
Snubbull was ugly, but it's supposed to be ugly.
Was terrifying.
Golurk looked amazing from what I remember from it. Marchant looked very good. I like
Charizard looked way too.
I didn't like Charizard. It looked too draconic. Too draconic, too scaly. It was a bit too much.
Yeah.
Gyarados looked pretty cool. I liked when Magikarp evolved into Gyarados. That was the coolest thing.
Awesome.
That was the coolest part of the movie. But yeah, I think that's it. I think we'll wrap up the podcast. But yeah, it seems like we've talked more Spider-Man than Pokemon, honestly. But you know, we talked about a good movie. That's all that really mattered, honestly.
Fair enough.
I feel like we got it all off our chests.
Right.
And hopefully this topic will never come up again. Otherwise, we'll go on even longer tangent.
Right.
But no, like, absolutely respect this movie. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Such a good movie.
Yeah, we'll wrap up. All right. So anyway, thank you all for watching, listening. Next episode will probably not be out until 2022. As much as I would like to try and squeeze in a second podcast in this week, I don't think so. Honestly, I feel like that'd be too much. I definitely want to, unfortunately. So yeah, we're going to have to push it off to next year. So yeah, this will be the last podcast of the year. So hope everyone has a good end to 2021 and see you all in 2022. This is your host, Brandon, and co-host, Sad Guy number 3.
Wait, what? Wait, what'd you call me?
Because you're Sad Boy number 3.
Wow, thanks.
Don't ask a 2 and 1 because I don't know. It just says it in the script. Yeah, so next episode we'll hopefully have a trio. That's the plan. And also we're gonna have facts and
who's that Pokemon
returning. So yeah, Thank you all for listening and have a great day. Peace
And a great new
out. And a great new year. And happy Christmas.
or whatever you celebrate.
Or whatever holiday. Happy holidays and happy new year. Bye.